clue where John... I think he voted for the Senate plan, but I don't know where he is on the conference bill. I know that Collins has said that she doesn't know whether she's a vote for the conference plan or not yet.
I heard she also doesn't know if she's still in the Senate. So she's like another clueless person needs to go. Her and McCain both need to, retire.
Excellent point. Which brings me... We're just about the end of the show, Russ. It was great talking some policy for once, but I want to get back to what we're really here for. Pointing and laughing at people.
We do like to do that from time to time.
I think we've become quite a bit of an expert at it, Russ. And that brings us to our, and I can't believe I'm saying this again, it's our 7th Buffoon of the Year competition, Russ.
Wow.
I can't believe...
I didn't even know it was that much.
I didn't even know I knew you that long. So, listen, this has been the biggest Buffoon of the Year ever. And I know I say that every year. But this year, Russ, we received over 400 votes in the first round. Blowing away what we did last year. I think it's like 25% more than what we did last year. I mean, it blew it away. I want to thank Less Government, More Fun, our sponsor of the tournament, for getting it out there in the social medias, on the Facebooks and the Twitters, and for really bringing the vote to us. And, Russ, there's some surprises here. There were some close ones that we were talking before the show. We almost had a 50-50 split down the middle in one of these. And we had to call people to vote to try to break that tie.
We did have to call in some votes.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
We almost had a Buffoon of the Year crisis. It's not like we bust them in, Russ, or anything like that.
It's not like we misread any dates on any emails or anything.
What did the Democrats do in Brooklyn? They get buses and go to nursing homes and they bring them to the polls and then they bring them back. It's not like that. Not like that at all. But let's go through the winners of the first round, because we got.
Yeah, I'm dying to hear these, because Gene wouldn't even tell me before. I was dying to know.
So here we go. We have some winners and we have some losers, and sometimes the winners are losers. In the first round, in the politicians bracket, we had Maxine Waters versus Tom Price. As you recall, Russ, it was controversy over who should be the number one seed. The voters have decided Maxine Waters should have been the number one seed all the way around. Maxine Waters trounces Tom Price to the tune of 86% to 13%, somewhere around there. I'm not giving you the percentage points beyond that. It's like, I'll round it up, 87-13.
Wow.
Maxine Waters. That was a big one.
Nice.
That was a big one.
Not really a surprise for me, but okay, good.
Surprise to Matt Fairley, though. I guarantee you that.
I'm going to bet that Matt Fairley was wrong on every one of his votes, unless he agreed with me.
But wait, I seem to think that statement would be, I guarantee you, fill in the blank is wrong about everything fill in the blank said, unless he agreed with me. Isn't that just a standard Russ Gallo statement?
It sounds like something I would say.
Yeah, there you go.
I just said it.
Go. In the other half of the political bracket, we had Al Franken versus James Comey. I felt sorry for James Comey. Comey lost this one, but I think Al Franken knew he would do him Buffoon of the Year, and he timed his resignation to go along with his first round. It had to help him in winning 65-35, Russ.
He did pick up his game towards the end of the year. I'll give it to Franken. Came out strong at the end. That
non-apology resignation had to help him.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Moving to the media bracket, we had Joe Scarborough versus Glenn Thrush in a 1 versus 4 matchup. And as expected by Russ Gallo, Joe Scarborough trounces Glenn Thrush to the tune of 81-19.
Listen, Scarborough's a douche. That was a no-brainer.
I thought so as well. On the other end of that bracket, we had Jim Acosta versus Chris Cormer. See what I did there?
I like that. Why are you picking all CNN guys, Gene? But let that one slide, but go.
And what we ended up here in this bracket, we ended up with Jim Acosta taking it home with close to 73% of the vote.
Wow.
Yeah, Cuomo was not a big... Listen, nobody watches New Day on CNN. That's why he didn't get the vote. But everybody's up and sees the White House press briefing. That's the difference to me.
Trump is making Acosta, I like to call him, famous as hell.
Cuomo lost to Acosta. There you go.
That's it. So Cuomo's dead to us. No more. We don't talk about him anymore.
Both of them in the bathroom.
Him and his brother. Throw him in the bathroom. All right, moving on to the what do we call it? The Hollywood bracket, the personality bracket, whatever we called it. I don't even remember. Kathy Griffin versus Deborah Messing. As expected, Kathy Griffin, the top overall vote getter of any bracket here in Buffoon of the Year 2017, earning 92.5%. Oh my God. And may I say, one hideous-looking woman.
Oh, man. Did you see the photo I picked?
Oh, God. It's
Even
horrific.
the photo of Deborah Messing next to her photo was shocked and dismayed by that photo.
Jesus.
Deborah Messing
at one point was on the schneid. She was not getting any votes. It was 4 days there, 4 out of the 7 days, where Kathy Griffin had 100% of the vote.
Wow.
That's how close it was. Wow. Only a very small handful came in for Deborah Messing. My goodness. The other half of that bracket, and this is where it got close, and I had to talk to Russ about finding some voters. Jimmy Kimmel versus Lena Dunham, up until the broadcast time of this show, was 50-50. We had a Buffoon of the Year crisis because we did not know what to do with a 50-50.
Well, I believe in our bylaws it states that we will flip a coin.
That may be the Board of Elections you're talking about, not us.
We don't Board of Elections, that's right.
I don't think we had anything for this. So what we did was, we did what we do best. We salted the mine. we called up some people to say vote. And we got the vote. And the winner, by 1 vote, I don't even know what the percentage is, so I haven't calculated it yet. The winner by 1 vote is Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know what to say about that. All I have to say is that may be the most epic thing that has happened in Buffoon of the Year.
I feel bad for Lena.
She got robbed. We robbed her. I mean, that's what
we took advantage of her. We're sexist. We took advantage.
I mean, we've been fixing votes since, 2013 in that convention? So, yeah.
Yeah, she should go jump on a trampoline.
She should. There you go. And finally, the wild card bracket. We had the NFL versus Professor Michael Isaacson, who, by the way, Russ, blocked Behind Enemy Lines Radio and yours truly on the Twitters.
Did he really?
He did. As a result of Buffoon of the Year, he blocked us on the Twitters. The show and me. I wear that as a badge of honor, my friend.
He's such a piece of garbage.
Oh, it was so great to do this. But it was all for naught. He blocked me for nothing because he didn't end up winning. The NFL, 73.5%, defeats Michael Isaacson. Moves on to the second round. I'm just going to call it mission accomplished. And that's
mission accomplished.
And finally, the last matchup in the wild cards, LeVar Ball versus the Resistance Movement. It came down to a couple of votes, another squeaker, but with 52%, Resistance beats Ball. To me, that was too close.
Kind of a shocker. I mean, I picked Resistance myself, but it's only because there's so many knuckleheads that can fall into that category, so they have a slight built-in advantage. But Ball was definitely a great competitor this year. I have to give it to him.
He was more happy-go-lucky Buffoon than he was damaging Buffoon. I think that's what cost him in the end.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Gene, I didn't think he was that big of a buffoon until that you explained to me that whole wrestling thing. Now I'm like, wow.
And there you have it. All right, so very quickly as we end the show here, we're going to have next week Waters versus Franken, Scarborough versus Acosta, as Russ likes to say, Griffin versus Kimmel, and NFL versus Resistance. The poll will be up. The poll will be up Monday morning. Who you got, America? Let us know. Come back at us at Buffoon of the Year with a lot more votes. We'll be happy to tabulate them and see who was the biggest buffoon of 2017. Final thoughts on the show,
hard, Gene. This is where it's going to get real hard.
This is where the rubber meets the road, my friend. Who you got? It's going to be great. Final thoughts for you, pal.
I mean, I think Donald Trump said it best, but we can't afford to lose this Senate seat in Alabama. If you're listening in the state of Alabama, you know what you have to do. Go out and vote for Roy Moore on Tuesday. We cannot afford to lose another seat. The man has not been, not even accused of committing a crime yet. So I think we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. We can't lose that seat. That's my final thought.
Until next week from the People's Republic, time to shut this sucker down. Are out of here. Good night, folks.
Our position has been compromised. It's time to roll out. Report for debriefing at www.behindenemylinesradio.us and look for regular communications via Facebook and Twitter at BEL_radio. You are the resistance. Behind Enemy Lines. A rock radio production. Copyright 2016. Back in 7 days. Out.